fortunate that I have a good class.
Okay, well, I'm on what you call.
Where you
I
at?
might do my application tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Ye- 60.
You're going to go into,
Southern, I'm going to two,
which two you doing?
Richland two.
Oh, Richmond.
I'm gonna do about 2 days a week.
Yeah.
That's what I do too.
Yeah, that's about what I want to do. About 2 a week.
Shoulder hurt.
You still in Chester?
I don't make as much as you, he does. Mine is basically a volunteer thing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Brown.
She just went out the door.
Yeah, so many people getting COVID now. I ain't never had it, and I don't want to try to get it. So I'm good. I'm trying to stay.
I'm trying to.
I hear that.
I'm around a plane tomorrow. Yeah.
How many days you gonna be over there?
8 nights.
Yeah, right.
Doing preaching.
It is gonna be nice. I think it's gonna be as nice as Spain. I've never been to Portugal.
Okay.
I've been to Spain. I've never been to Portugal. Have you? Yeah, that's what I'm excited about, their food. To see what's cooking. That's what I really want to see, is what's cooking.
You traveling with?
A few fruit friends.
Okay.
And there's actually a tour group, African-American tours. But we usually don't hang out with them. They do a lot of clubbing and all that kind of stuff. Wait, I ain't trying to do all that. I'm trying to go get something to eat and do some sightseeing and then sit in my hotel down somewhere when I'm ready.
That's right.
Yeah, I ain't trying to keep up with
The young.
40s. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I got some good news for you.
That's it. Hello, young man.
Is that your baby?
He call it in her now.
Hey, son, how you doing?
Hey, dog.
Hey there, sister, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah. So how was you all's retreat? Didn't you go somewhere this weekend?
Oh, well, it was real nice. We had a good time. It was a good time.
A good time.
A good time. Yes, indeed.
And it was from when to when?
Well, actually, it was a week long, but the major events was Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You
Thursday,
got there Thursday
yeah,
night?
yeah. Thursday was focused on the youth, and so they were kind of in charge and performed and all that kind of
You
stuff.
flew it or drove it?
I drove.
Yeah, good. I was hoping somebody up there brought my cup. I left
Tested.
somebody stole my cup right there. Thanks.
It is now 6 p.m. The chair will call this September the 16th regular call board meeting to order. Where's Ms. Brown?
She walked out and get some copies. you.
As I previously stated, it is 6 p.m. Chair will call this September the 16th regular call board meeting to order. Madam Clerk, has the public been notified of this meeting? And I do confirm a quorum. Chair will ask that we go into executive session for personnel matters.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I make a motion, we go in executive session for personnel matters
Second such motion.
and terminations and facility use extension request.
Thank you. Did you, Dr. Harris, second that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Motion was made that we go into executive session for personnel, facility use, and what's that? What was it? Termination. All in favor show, well, motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Dr. Harris. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. That would be 7-0. We will go into executive session shortly. We will be back, hopefully shortly. How you doing? Good. Everybody good? Doc, how you doing? I'm good.
chair always gets stuck.
Mr. Chair.
Excuse me. At this time, the chair would ask for a motion to come out of executive session. No action taken.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I make a motion, we exit executive session, no actions taken.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you. At this time, we would like to welcome everyone, all the folks in the audience, and as well as the one that's looking at us on YouTube. We thank you for your support, your continuing support. It takes a village to raise a child, and so all of us are crucial in developing our children. So we do thank you. At this time, we'll have a pledge allegiance flag and a moment of silence.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. You may be seated.
All right. At this time, we would motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I make a motion, we approve the agenda as presented.
Second?
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mrs. Green. All in favor of approving the agenda as presented, show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you. At this time, Mr. Davis, do we have any public comment?
Chairman Miller, we do not.
This time, we're in recognition of presentation, SC Ready / EDC overview.
This was great.
Good evening, Chairman Miller, School Board members, Dr. Squealy.
Good evening.
I am very excited to be here with you this evening to present our South Carolina Ready and EOC data. We have much to be proud of this
Yes,
year.
we do.
Much to be proud of. So I am very excited. This is good news all the way around. So just a couple of things on the next slide. If you haven't heard already, we were one of 3 districts in the state that had the highest score for improving.
Yeah, that's right.
were above the state average in all three of those exams. So that's something also to
Yes, it is.
So I just wanted to take a minute to break this down for you just a little bit. I wanted to give you a 5-year trend so you can kind of see where we were in 2021 and where we are today. So back in 2021 on ELA, which is English Language Arts, we started out at 31% and now we're at 56.5%, and that's across the district.
That's beautiful.
That is very significant.
Yes, it is.
25.5 points. You don't see that every day. Also
You
in
don't.
math, we made improvements by 17.4 points from 25.1 to 42.5. And in science, 10 points as well, so double digits across the board in all the areas.
Outstanding.
I also wanted you to see how it was broken down by school, because it's not just one school. Sometimes we focus on one school and not all of our schools, but if you look at those, Fairfield Middle and all 5 elementary schools, they showed improvement in ELA and math. All of them. They all grew. So, and in the green, you can see you can see 24, and then you can see the 2025 school year, and then the difference. So in each one of those, we grew significantly. I mean, Fairfield Elementary went up by 20 points. Magnet School by 6, 21.5 at Eager. I mean, 48.7 to 70.2. That's incredible. And then Kelly Miller went up by 12, and Corey Liston by 2.4. And then in ELA, we had this, or excuse me, in math, we had the same thing. 6.3 to 19.8. That's 13.5 points. And then you had 7.6 in math for Magnet School, 13.9 at Eager, 1.2 at Kelly Miller, and 9.7 at Corey Liston. And then Fairfield Middle also improved by 2.3 percentage points. So a lot to be thankful for.
Yes.
The reason that we don't have 2024 science scores is because we didn't take it that year, did not count. So we don't have the data to compare it to, but I put on there so you can see at least what we did last year in the spring. So for our SC Ready, which is our 3rd through 8th grade students, these are the students that were 90th percentile or above, meaning they scored 90% or better on the SC Ready assessment. We had 60 students in ELA and 50 students in math across all the grade levels. And then we actually had 4 students who made a 100 on SC Ready, meaning they answered all the items correctly and scored the highest attainable score, 1 in math, 2 in ELA, and 1 in science. So
Great.
we will be celebrating all of these
Yes,
students,
we will.
and next month we'll be celebrating the students, just so you know.
It's beautiful.
And of course, we also have much to celebrate at the high school. You can see where we started out in 2021 at 27% in Algebra 1 and 58.9% last year. Biology from 32.2 to 44.8. English 2 from 42.5 to 70.5, and 15.6 to 38.1. And this is not the passing scores. These are students who scored C or better, because that's how our report card is rated. So if you look at the passage numbers, they're actually higher than that. But we put it on here so that you can see what it would look like on the report card. Look at this. We had 40 students who made a 100 on the EOC exam.
Right.
I'm looking forward to celebrating them.
40 students. So over the course of all of last year, 2 in algebra, 17 in biology, 14 in English 2, and 7 in U.S. history. That's no easy feat to make a 100 on the EOC. So what do we credit our gains to as a district? We looked at all the different things, where we've grown, and then we started considering why we're growing so much. It is a continuous improvement. It's a work in progress over time. This is not something that's happened in 1 year. It's something that we've been working on year after year after year as a district, and it's paying off for our students in Fairfield County. We also have an intentional focus on ELA. At the high school, they're focused on Read 180 for all 9th graders, and then all teachers in the district in the lower grades are working on letters training, which is the science of reading. So that's a push by the state, but also by our district. We're working on maintaining consistency, implementation of pacing guides last year. We have a data focus this year. All the schools are doing data meetings. There's also an intentional focus at math, and at the high school in particular,
excited.
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm loving it. Everybody done a great job. Kudos to all the teachers, the staff, and definitely the students.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Miller, Board, a couple of notes to bring out. The reason we added this, if you notice, we normally do all of our data presentation in October. But this year we had the idea of splitting it since this data has already been released. The remaining part of the data will be released along with the report card ratings. So we can have a lot of time to shine the light on the great things and the great work that the staff and students and principals have done in preparing our students for these final end of the year assessments. And although we hit green in a lot of areas, we don't want to allude to the fact that it's always going to be perpetual growth of our students because we know ebbs and flows happens in the data. However, because even with the high school taking a little drop in Algebra 1, it still was above the state average. So as long as we're doing what we are supposed to ensure that our kids are college and career ready once they finish the year and graduate as a Griffin graduate. So I'm very excited about the progress. Thank you to everyone who had the opportunity to help pull this together. Dr. Evans for sharing, but really wanted to spend time so we don't have to rush through everything in October and not be able to tell our story the way the story needs to be told, because a lot of great things are happening in Fairfield County.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you all.
Anybody have any more questions? Anybody?
I'm looking forward to the celebrations or celebrating the children themselves. They deserve it, yeah.
Starting in October.
Yes.
Thank you. Awesome, you know, we have some great educators here. It just makes me so proud to see little old Fairfield County making their mark in the state. County less than 25,000 folks and have some of the biggest accomplishment.
Yes.
Wow. All right. This time we are going to move to our board minutes. Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we accept the acting superintendent recommendation to approve minutes from August 19th, regular call board meeting.
I second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis, to accept our acting superintendent recommendation. The board approved the minutes from the August 19th regular call board meeting. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you. At this time, we will have our acting superintendent report. Dr. Swelly.
All right, good evening again, Mr. Miller and the board. Want to begin by stating we are off to an amazing start to this year. So again, want to shout out to our staff. My staff and I have been out into all of the school buildings and able to participate and witness the great leadership and the hard work and dedication that are going on by all faculty and staff throughout our district, from transportation, cafeteria workers. I don't want to start naming people because I miss somebody, but everybody has been a part of excellence through teamwork in our district. To highlight, Grandparents' Day have been happening at all of the schools. We recognize the impact of the village on our young people, and so kudos to all of the schools for inviting our grandparents in. They have been standing room only events for breakfasts, grandparents' game night. I've been a part of them and had a good time, and I think the high school is wrapping it up this week with their breakfast Friday morning. We heard about the ELA growth, but I also want to congratulate Ms. Parker Powell and Ms. Johnson on receiving the Fairfield County School District Education Foundation mini grant. Their work in SEL will continue to make a positive impact, so we know that we have to take care of that whole child. Fairfield Central Golden Griffin Marching Band, as well as Southern Sass Dance Auxiliary, were a part of the HBCU Battle of the South on Sunday at Benedict. They did a dynamic job representing Fairfield County, and I might be a little biased, but I believe they won the battle for high schools. I have to say that, so I might be a little biased, but I believe they won. Congratulations to Fairfield Central Orchestra on being selected to perform on Thursday, February the 5th, at the 2026 South Carolina Music Educators Association Annual Conference. This is one of the highest recognitions an orchestra can receive in our state, and we are very proud of Ms. Wise and her students.
Yes, we are.
Awesome.
We are very excited about the new pavilion being built in the village of Winsboro
All right.
by our very own Fairfield Career and Technology Center students under the supervision of Mr. Ivy. Our students will be using or having opportunity for real-world experience from the planning to the design and the construction of the pavilion in the village in Winsboro. So it is an honor to have the village for our teachers, but what a joy to be able to say that the pavilion is being built by the students for their teachers. So that's awesome. And that project is slated to begin in October, with it to be finished in the spring of 2026. We have a new CD4 class at Giger, and so as we strive to continue to make certain we keep our students in Fairfield County, we are excited that we were able to add our youngest scholars into our Fairfield family. We also will celebrate Ms. Yarborough, who have been in our district as an instructional assistant for over 30 years. Graduate of Winsboro High School,
Yes.
now is a certified teacher with her own classroom at Giger Elementary. So definitely an example of growing your own. Avid Day happened on this past Friday, September the 12th. This is an annual event celebrating advancement via individual determination, a college readiness program that impacts the educators, students, and schools on closing that opportunity gap. We celebrated the day at McCoy Liston, Fairfield Middle School, and the high school with explaining their why. Why is AVID? Why do I believe in AVID? And other activities that they shared on their social media page. And then fall athletics are off to a great start. So we got a couple of battles, big battles going on, but Fairfield Middle School football team is currently undefeated. And volleyball has made great strides. They are 1-1. So very excited about them. Football at the high school is 3-1. Volleyball and tennis are rebuilding. And cross country began today with their first match. They traveled to South Point. So we are wishing our Griffins the best of luck. But come out this week and eat Sonic for dinner. Sonic rival night with the big battle of prepping for the game on Friday night versus the Newberry Bulldogs. And so if you're on social media, you have heard the talk. They are ready. You would think this is the championship game going down on Friday night at Newberry High School. So the game will take place, but before, go to Sonic's on Wednesday from 6 to 9, eat Sonic for dinner so that we can beat them in the Sonic rival game. They calculate the most money between that time period for Newberry and Fairfield and see what happens. And we congratulate Mr. Scott and his wife on welcoming their son, Gregory Scott III, also known as Trey, on August 27th. So we welcome Trey to our Fairfield family. If you had the opportunity to see him, he's adorable. So very, very excited about the great things that are happening and additions to our Griffin family and the work that will continue to push Griffin greatness throughout our district. So those are my announcements. You know, I could go on and on and on about all of the things.
I know you
In
can.
Fairfield County, we got to tell our story.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, indeed. Well, oops, y'all excuse
I
me.
had the opportunity to go see Mr. Scott today. I said, it's like you've been gone forever, and I just needed to see you. But he been keeping in contact, but I actually got him before he left. I surprised him with a baby shower.
Absolutely.
He didn't know why I was hanging out in the office, because normally he know I'm in and out. I said, I got you on that one, but I'm so excited for them and their new baby.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. This time, we're going to have Mr. Robinson, finance report.
Good evening, Chairman Miller, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Swilley. The only item under finance is the August 2025 finance report, which is here for your review. Everything looks in order for this time of year, and really that's it. It's kind of a boring report, but that's a good thing. So, any questions or comments?
We definitely trust you.
That's one thing about, if anybody know Mr. Robinson, he's probably the most conservative finance director in the state. So he's very, thank you, sir. Anybody have any questions for Mr. Robinson? Thank you. Curriculum and instructions. Did I get that Singletary?
Good
Did I
job.
get it right?
You've been practicing. I'm
Singletary.
excited. Yes.
Mike
yes.
Singletary's sister.
We'll work on that for next month. We Chairman Miller, Board of Trustees, Acting Superintendent Dr. Swilly. I stand before you this evening to present our out-of-state overnight field trip request. Tonight we have Fairfield Central High. Please note that we have 5 trips for them. There is not a recommendation for a trip to Florida for the Fairfield Central High School. So if you will note that we will need to strike through on that one. And then, of course, for the Career Center, we have the 8 trips listed there. And then we'll probably be back next month with any of the remaining middle and elementary schools. But because we've got some of these happening in October, we needed to go ahead and get them in front of you. So they are here for your consideration, and this will need a vote.
You want to do both of them together? Technology and the high school? Okay. Mr. Chair? Yes. I make a motion, we accept the acting superintendent recommendation to approve overnight out-of-state field trip request for Fairfield Central High, excluding the senior class trip to Orlando, Florida.
Second such, go ahead.
You can have.
Second such motion.
Thank you. Motion made by Mrs. Harrison Williams, second by Dr. Harris, to accept the acting superintendent to approve the overnight out-of-state field trip request for Fairfield Central, excluding, that would be item 5.
Right. That is correct.
Pardon?
That is correct.
All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you.
And then now we'll ask that you would consider the overnight out-of-state field trips for the Fairfield County Technology Center for the 8 trips that are listed.
You get a motion?
Mr. Chair?
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we accept the acting superintendent recommendation to approve overnight out-of-state field trip request for Fairfield Career and Technology Center.
I second.
Motion made by Mr. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis, to accept the acting superintendent recommendation. The board approve the overnight out-of-state field trip request for Fairfield Career and Technology Center. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Human resource. I'm sorry. I done did that to you again, Dr. Campbell. Yeah. Operation Student Services.
Well, good evening, Chairman Miller, board members, Acting Superintendent Dr. Swilly. So before you tonight, we have a new policy and an update to an existing policy. Our State Board of Education has recently adopted a policy that requires all governing bodies, including charter schools and special schools, to make reasonable efforts to ensure that the entirety of all meetings, subject to provisions of the South Carolina Freedom of Information Act, are open and accessible to the public, and also by allowing live stream video and audio. At the beginning of this meeting, Chair Miller, you mentioned that we were live on YouTube. So I just want our public constituents to know that we did not have to wait on this to do it, because we want to always be transparent with our community. We've always, for as long as we've had the ability to, live streamed our board meetings. But now the state board says we have to. We've already done it, so we can check that off. We just need to put it in policy, how we live stream, what happens if there's an interruption, what happens when we have special call board meetings. And again, I will say things that we were already doing. We just now have to have a policy to back it up. So the first policy that you're asked to vote on today is policy BEA, and that is the policy that outlines live streaming. And because we now have that policy, we have to update our existing BE, because there's language in BEA that we need to ensure is included in existing BE. So there are 2 separate motions. And the first one is the acting superintendent recommends the board approve the first reading and adoption of policy BEA, live streaming of board meetings.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair?
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we accept the acting superintendent recommendation to approve the first reading and adoption of policy BEA, live streaming of board meetings.
Second such motion.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Dr. Harris, accept acting superintendent to approve the first reading or adopt board meeting. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand.
And the second is the acting superintendent recommends the board approve the first reading revisions to policy BE, school board meetings.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we accept the acting superintendent recommendation to approve the first reading or revision to policy BE, school board meetings.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Ms. Green. Accept the acting superintendent. First, is that first read?
Yes.
Revision of policy BE, school board meetings. Is that it?
Yes.
All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand.
Thank you.
Now we have human resources.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the board.
Good evening.
Under HR this evening, we have the following items for your approval. Certified resignation terminations. The acting superintendent recommends that the board approve the certified resignation terminations in Exhibit 1.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we accept the acting superintendent recommendation to approve the resignation termination outlined in exhibit one.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Pastor Jackson. Accept the acting superintendent recommendation, the board approved the certified resignation termination in exhibit 1. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you.
Next, item 2, certified recommendations. The acting superintendent recommends that the board approve the professional certified educators outlined in Exhibit 2.
Get a motion.
Chairman Miller,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the acting superintendent recommendation that the board approve the professional certified educators outlined in Exhibit 2.
I second.
Motion made by Mr. Davis, second by Pastor Jackson. Accept the acting superintendent recommendation. Accept the board approve the professional certified educators outlined in exhibit 2. All in favor by the raising of the right hand. Okay. Ms. Rice.
Lastly, item 3, classified recommendations. The acting superintendent recommends that the board approve the classified staff listed in Exhibit 3.
Can we get a motion?
Chairman,
Mr. Chair, go ahead.
go ahead, Mr.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we accept the acting superintendent recommendation to approve the classified staff listed in exhibit 3.
I second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis. Accept superintendent, acting superintendent recommendation. The board approved the classified staff listed on exhibit 3. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Just wanted to, in this board report, just wanted to let y'all, each of us know what's all going on in this district of ours. You know, one thing I always tell you, it's a poor frog if he don't praise his own pond. Yeah. And you know, here we in Fairfield County, we praise and promote our students. You know, and so it's great that we have all these different things that's going on in our school district. And it just, Dr. Swilly, when you were just rolling off your tongue tonight, you know, I just thought about it. All these things that, you know, our career center, you know, it's what it was. Technology Center was honored as the Discovery Educational School of the Year, one of only 2 schools in the nation. That's right. You know, that little old Fairfield County. Less than 25,000 people? Wow. You know, it's something special about our students. It's, you know, and we want to just praise them. And, you know, as you say, Dr. Swilly, if I keep on, start calling names, we'll be here all night. But, you know, I do want our students to know that we and our teachers and our administrators and our community leaders to know that we do appreciate them. You know, does anyone else have any remarks?
I've been traveling to Erskine game because my grandson played, but not only do my grandson play, we have two former students, Yarborough and Robinson, so I've been excited to go up, and I think Yarborough, he was shocked to see me, but he didn't know Saya was my grandson, so I actually got to go on the field and talk to them, and they're doing good things, and they played PC this weekend, and the little green girl go to PC, so I'm seeing all my babies at these different schools, so I'm excited about what they're doing outside of Fairfield, and I always tell them, don't forget where you come from. Make sure you come back and share with the younger ones what you're doing. So I'm just excited about them, and I want to wish Miss Green, when I grow up, I'm going to be like her. Well, on her trip, she's going to be gone for about 2 weeks. So when I grow up, I'm going to be like her. So Miss Green, I wish you well, safe travel, and enjoy yourself.
I sure will.
Anybody else?
Yes, Chairman Miller. First of all, I'd like to say thanks on behalf of my mother. She sends great gratitude to all of you for keeping her in your prayers. She came home last Friday. She's doing good. She had her first doctor's appointment today. Everything is moving forward, so just keep her in your prayers, my family in your prayers, and again, we thank all of you. Dr. Swilly, again, and the staff of Fairfield County, it's always great to see our county doing great things with our children. It's much appreciated. At the beginning of the year, I told you that me and my wife would like to thank the teachers and educators and staff for the things they're doing. So this May 8th, not May 8th, October the 8th, we'll be raffling off 2 tickets to go see Maxwell. And October the 18th, we're going to do 2 tickets to go to Oklahoma and USC game, and the parking's all included too. So I'll be reaching out to Dr. Swilly and Ms. Brown, help us get a wheel so y'all can all enter for that free raffle. And thanks again for all y'all hard work.
Any, Ms. Green?
Yes, mine is, well, first of course, thanks the teachers and staff and administrators and our children for doing so very well on our state exams. That's outstanding. But mine is on a little bit more serious note. We had gone to the state conference, and one of our outbreaks was a young man who had lost his son through sextortion. And I had made a post challenging all parents to just look it up. Our children nowadays are facing bullying in a way that we used to fight and be done. Mm-hmm. You know, make up, and we were good. Now they have the internet. It's a faceless object. But I challenge all parents to just look up the term sextortion. And we have the law, that's Gavin's law, that helps protect some children. And we'll probably be looking at that eventually, but look up sextortion on Google and see if it applies to your children. Thank you very much.
Anybody else? I just wanted to make this last announcement. On last Thursday, you know, y'all be surprised at the people that come to Fairfield. You know, it's always not announced, whether it's Fort Mills, whether it's Richland, even from Charlotte, Greenville. Everybody coming here, and they want to look at our educational foundation, in other words, our teacher village. And they were just ecstatic. They couldn't believe it. Little old, as I say, Winsboro, everybody, you know, we're one of the first ones. And we're talking about the Fort Mill areas, and that's a very affluent area. But they want to come here. Same thing with our STEM program. It didn't start, they didn't go, they want to come here. It started here, right here in Fairfield County. So be proud of yourself, you know, be proud of yourself, because there's some good things going on in Fairfield County. Can we get a motion?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis to adjourn. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. Meeting adjourned.
All hearts and minds clear?
Grandma duty.
Give him something to take.